Okay students, we can analyze the poem line by line. Each line of the poem has its literal meaning as well as the poetic meaning. In the beginning of the line, the artist questions about the life experience of a person. How many years a boy has to wait to become grown-up man. The line also refers to the civil rights marches in the South America during 1960s. How many steps must be taken the blacks to get equal rights in America? Here, road uses as a metaphor for the life experiences. It also denotes the coming age or hopes. And man, it refers a symbol of freedom. To achieve peace and safety, the black American people will take a long time. Bob Dylan uses this as a metaphor for life, asking how much one must accomplish before they become content with having done enough, being able to finally rest. The word a white dove denotes peace, unity or harmony. Here, cease refers to pursuit of peace. A direct reference to war is seen here. Cannonballs are popular and destructive weapons are used for the wartime. Before realizing the after effects of war, so many innocent people were died. War didn't give any peace and safetiness in the world. Here, Dylan continuing the theme of peace, war is not a solution for all problems. Here, he refers a war between North America and South America. Cannonballs here refers the toll of war. The answer for all problems are just out there, around us, for anyone who willing to grab them. The real problem is that no one is willing to grab that answers. How long can someone with pride and glory exist before it all fades away? Through these lines, he indirectly criticized the domination of white people upon black in American society. That domination cannot exist long days. It must be washed out from the society. Mountain here represents something solid and strong. It also denotes the status of human beings in life and an injustice in white American society during that time. C indicates the vastness of life. In this world, all good and beautiful things come to an end. That is, white domination should be end at any time. Here, Bob Dylan clearly describes the idea about the ill treatment of white upon black people in America. In America, Afro-Americans are being treated as second-class citizens. How long the black can exist to suffer all kinds of oppressions in white-dominated America? Some people here refers to black Americans. A man who pretends not to see the sufferings around him. Here, a man refers to the ruler or government of US during that time. The US Constitution declares the freedom, but in reality, the black didn't get any freedom in that society. The black are suppressed by the white. How long the government can pretend not to see the exploitation of whites upon the blacks? These 4 lines of the song starting with the S. It emphasizes the point of home, that is the country, the United States of America. Again, all the answers are just out there, waiting for someone to grab them. Through these lines, the poet describes everyone should have the ability to pursue their dreams. The main intention of blacks, they want equal opportunity and freedom in white-dominated American society. Sky is the symbol of unlimited freedom and opportunities. Here, the poet is aiming of US foreign policy during the Cold War and what ultimately became US involvement in the Vietnam War. The cries of war and the cries of freedom are left unheard by the oppressors, that is, by the white people. But one day they get a solution for all these problems. Okay. During the Vietnam War, more and more troops were repeatedly sent in with the promise that the war would end soon. But it seemed to never cease. Here, the singer gives a possible reference to Harry S. Truman, who was the 33rd President of USA, was forced to drop nuclear bombs on Japan. He thought if they dropped bomb, they would kill innocent Japanese people but save countless American soldiers. In the end of the song, the refrain has taken a new meaning. It's no longer ethereal, it's a challenge. In respect, the US civil rights movement really did come to that. Shall we move? Now, we can analyze the poetic devices used in this song. First one, rhetorical questions. What is rhetorical questions? The questions that you ask without expecting an answer. That is rhetorical questions. Series of rhetorical questions are used throughout the song. Next comes alliterations. Alliterations refers to the repetition of an initial consonant sound at least 3 times in a sentence. You can see alliterations in the poem. Then, anaphora. What is anaphora? Anaphora refers to a repetition of one particular word purposely at the start of consecutive lines or stanzas. This is again in order to emphasize a point. Now comes metaphor. Metaphor is an implied comparison between 2 unlike things that actually have something important in common, as if 2 things were one. Throughout the line, we can find examples of metaphors. Then comes the refrain. What is refrain? same lines are repeated. The repetition of same lines, that is refrain. And assonance. Assonance is the repetition of two different vowel sounds. We can see the images. Visual imagery. The example for visual imagery is the line, how many years can a mountain exist? Here is an auditory imagery also. Auditory is for hearing sense. The example is, before he can hear, people cry. The song has really lyrical quality that expresses one's feeling towards a certain subject. The rhyme of the song is just like the wind itself. To some, it can be very calm yet powerful. Every second line of the poem follows a rhyme pattern. A, B, C, B, D, B is the rhyme scheme pattern used in this song. Okay students, this is all about the song Blowin' in the Wind. I think it is the time to wind up the session. Thank you.